Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
The Giants have got to figure out how to stop the run. If they don't, they won't be able to rush the passer. This defense is just not going to be able to be their true self if they can't stop the run. So this first play that I'm going to show you, this is actually a good run play, and it just shows pretty much in the NFL to stop the run, you have to win your one-on-one matchups. That's it in a nutshell. Of course, there is some nuance there, but really, sometimes when you just win, you win, and it goes well. So, take a look at number 5, Kayvon Thibodeau here, lined up across from the rookie, and what he's going to do is just win. He's just gonna win. So I think he's gonna end up getting matched up, like I said, right on the rookie. I think they're pulling the center and the guard, or the left guard and the right guard. But Kayvon wins so much that he just blows the run up. On top of him winning that much, Abdul Carter skirts past the tight end as the tight end is trying to sell that there to get to that next level. And he's got the left guard pulling right at him. And he's just gonna crunch down there, and there's nowhere to go. And that's two guys winning their one-on-one matchups. That's really what it comes down to. Look at Dex. He won his one-on-one matchup. He's not necessarily in the backfield, but he's holding his ground, and you got him covered from 3 angles. On his next play, it's just poor execution. Just poor. It's just really what it comes down to is execution, winning your one-on-one matchups. And you're going to take a look here at JD. You're going to see Golston right here lined up in a wide 9, which not sure why, but he's in a wide 9 here. He's going to fire off the ball as they're, I think, running pretty much a quarterback draw here, or a quarterback power. Let's see where Jaden Daniels ends up running and what the offensive line does. So, yeah, this is a quarterback draw. So he's, the play is for him to go upfield. First off, take a look at this defensive tackle and the fact that he's Roy Robinson Harris just completely whiffs. And this is what I mean as far as execution. This is a weird play. He completely whiffed right there. He's on the ground. If this guard isn't worrying about pulling here, Jaden Daniels is literally just going to, and of course he's going to pull because that's the play, but Jaden Daniels is literally going to be running, and there's going to be 2 bodyguards right in front of him because he's going to run right past Golston. Like, that's just what's going to happen. But instead, they have a mishap. Their timing is off. The guard runs into Jaden Daniels. And instead of Golston being able to plant his feet and bring him down right here, I mean, he just whiffs, just misses the tackle. I mean, he overcommits to the inside, and I mean, to be fair, he was expecting to have to chase this guy up the field. He's a fast quarterback. He's a fast person, so he is hightailing it that way. But it's just unfortunate that they have this mishap of him running into his offensive line, and that basically turns into a juke. And Jaden Daniels was able to pick up a first down, and I think like on 2nd and 19, I think he pretty much picked up the first down. So right here, this is just their scheme. Completely threw our linebackers off. I mean, if Bates is going to run out for a route there, are you really worried about that like that? I mean, should you really be worried about that? Take a look at Newman, Okereke, and Moasau as Bates goes in motion. They're all hightailing it over there like Bates is Debo Samuel or something. So they're all out of position. They all have moved to the right. And this run is going, guess where? Right up here. Right where they just cleared out. So they cleared that out with some pre-snap motion. And instead of Bobby Okereke reading his keys right and saying, okay, I need to fill this hole because there's nobody there. Or Newman saying, oh, I need to fill this hole because there's nobody there. Maybe Okereke I would be okay if Okereke confidently filled this hole. If he confidently does that, because then you're like, okay, he picked the wrong hole, but he was fast. And maybe he thinks that Newman's going to fill this one. But nobody fills this hole. And Newman is who knows where. I mean, the dude was sprinting over there, like I said, to stop John Bates from doing what? I don't even know if his first name is John, but I know he's Bates. And to stop this guy from doing, he's a blocking tight end. That's like somebody running after Chris Manhurts. And he runs over there with all his might, and there's nobody there. Okereke is worried about catching this offensive lineman and Nubin is all the way over here. It's just bad execution, over pursuit, bad execution. And I'm not going to put this on the coach. There are some runs I'm going to put on the coaches, but this one is not one. Then Okereke misses the tackle. Like, then Okereke misses the tackle, and you let the guy pick up way too many yards. When the defensive coordinator, listen, I'm not a big fan of Shane Bowen, but the defensive coordinator had them all in a position to be able to stop the run. They were in position, they put themselves out of position. This should not be that. The reaction to a tight end, a blocking tight end in motion should not be this severe to where the entire linebacking core, including Newman, is flowing that strong. And I know, like, he's probably in man coverage, sure. Probably in man coverage. And he's probably worried about Bates leaking out right here. And, there's no way you can defend that unless you're sprinting. But again, communication. If he's going to be sprinting like that, you still have to worry about your run fits. So why is Okereke Moasau? I don't know what he's doing. He's setting the edge. Okay, not bad. He's setting the edge. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But why is Okereke just standing there? He's just standing there. Like, you have to feel, if you see that Nubin, if you see that he doesn't see what Nubin is doing. But again, the communication. If Nubin is running over here, that means that you need to fill his hole if this is a run play, which you see it is, and you're too late at this point, and you missed the tackle. Yeah, I had 16 tackles, and I would say only a couple of them were impactful. So sometimes on these plays, you just get screwed because I think Debo Samuel's going to come this way, and he's going to come back behind the quarterback. Either way, he's going to be running pretty much a jet sweep, and this play should be blown up. Abdul Carter wins against his wide receiver, and he gets held. If he doesn't get held, he blows his play up. Blows his play up. Now, even though he's being held, Abdul Carter cannot let himself be blocked by Luke McCaffrey. He just can't. I understand he's holding you. I understand, but still, even if you're being held, you got to figure out a way to get through that because it's a receiver, and you can't. They didn't throw the flag, so this receiver made the key block. According to the rules, this receiver made the key block for us to score a touchdown, and the key block was on you, and it was a receiver. So Abdul Carter's not going to take these receivers lightly anymore, even though he kind of got blindsided. But at the end of the day, he is being held, and this should have been a tackle for a loss. Should have been. And then you look at the rest of it, you miss a tackle there, you miss another tackle. Like, that's just tackling because the play design is great. The play design is great against this defense. These linebackers are like, I am so scared for what good coaches, like really good coaches, are going to start to do towards these linebackers because they all flow in the same direction very aggressively, and you can easily take advantage of that. But again, it just turns into a foot race. You got all this space. You got to make this tackle, Andrew Phillips. Got to make that tackle. Okereke has to make that tackle. He doesn't. And look, sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap because you're going to have Jaden Daniels here. He's going to motion Bates over to be on the right side. And Bates just makes just a really intelligent play, and it's just beautiful execution on their part. Sure, we should have gotten off of blocks on the front line a little bit better, but at the end of the day, we're sending a blitz from here. Holland is coming on the blitz, and the way that Bates plays this is perfect. You're going to see Jaden motion him over there to pick Holland up because he knows that blitz is coming. The way Bates plays this, Holland is blitzing and he sees that Holland is on the outside, and he just gives the outside up. And he says, okay, by now, this running back should be getting the ball and he should be getting upfield. So I should let this guy take the long route around me. So that way I can just get to the next level. Beautiful execution there. Look how he just is going to rotate and pick up the next man. And that's how you get a huge run like that. It's just really great. I mean, from a tight end, Bates is probably the best blocking tight end in football. Because, again, he recognizes what the timing of the run game, recognizes the timing of it, recognizes, okay, I let him go around me, and I have to go and pick up the next man, seal him off inside. And that's just really great execution. That's just really, really great execution. All right, so week one is in the books. The Commanders just got stomped, but in week one, Jaden Daniels came to play as far as with his mind. He made a lot of good adjustments into run plays, knew where to run, and I mean they executed well. And our guys just made a ton of really goofy mistakes. And then tackling was a problem. Tackling was a problem because look at what happens after. Nubin misses it. Nubin misses the tackle. He's coming from the safety spot, takes a poor angle, and slows down and is confused and just misses the tackle. And luckily, Cordell Flott was fast enough to run him down. So, from what I showed you, all of this looks pretty preventable. I don't think, for the most part, we were getting bullied by these offensive linemen. I think they just had our linebackers flowing in all types of different directions. They didn't know where to go. And I think the alignment was bad at times. But most of all, I just think it was just a lot of sloppy football on the defensive end, especially in the run game. So hopefully we can get that fixed. Dallas coming up, they do not have a dynamic run game, but they got a run game, if we judging from what happened last year, so or last week. So the Giants are gonna have to come ready because if they let the Cowboys run the ball on top of Dak doing what I know Dak's gonna do, that Cowboys offense is gonna put up 35, 40 points.